Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical
And
therapist.
together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet. Peace, baby.
Say no more. That's right, in our opinion, of course.
In our opinion. Brad, what is it that we hate?
Well, this is something I'm a little, now that I'm 50, I'm getting there, is old age or the aging process.
That's right. We don't hate old people because we are old, but if you are trying to hold off that old age problem, we are the people to see here. So you're going to want to subscribe to us because we're going to talk about things on how to stay fit and healthy well into your 80s and 90s.
You better believe it.
Today we're going to play a little game, Brad.
Sure.
I know how you like to play
I like
games.
games, yeah.
I knew he likes games. And the game is, I'm going to name a pain and you're going to name a stretch that may help the pain.
You're gonna say Bob? Is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah, I say Bob, you say hit the road stretch.
Okay, let's play the game. I'll quit poking at you.
Now, the idea here is that this stretch may or may not help. I don't know, let's, for example, the first one we're going to do is headaches. And headaches can be very complicated, but in some instances, this stretch can help. So, it's not a cure-all by any means, but if I were to have this pain, the headache, it's the first thing I would try. And we're going to go right down the body, and we're going to play this game. Let's start off with headaches, Brad.
Sure. Very simple. Oh, we're gonna get the chair?
Yep.
Okay.
And this, again, more our headaches tend to be back from here or that you think are coming from your neck.
Yep. I'm gonna do a chin tuck like this. Okay, you see that? Okay.
It's called a chin
Not
tuck.
this, but it's in and back, and sometimes I'll push here a little bit on my jaw, and just stretch right back here, and the occipital muscles can relieve those
I remember I
headaches.
had an instructor that says, pretend someone's trying to kiss you that you don't want them to kiss you. Yeah, you're gonna go back like this, and so you're not gonna go back like that.
I actually talked to a group of people, about 40 people, they were talking about stretches, and I brought this up, and I says, anybody in here, this is a true story, have a headache? And one woman said, yeah, and she came up, we did the stretch, her headache was gone in about 3 times. It was
Yeah.
incredible. She looked at me, it did work.
It took away my daughter's headaches.
Sure.
Yeah, she was getting them in a car, and she would do that. And
Yeah.
So, all right, how about neck pain, Brad?
Neck pain. First thing I do for neck pain, find a chair with backrest like this.
Good solid backrest.
Now,
My head hits you maybe about right below the shoulder
Yep,
blades.
so I can relax, get the shoulders back.
Let me get out of the way.
I might start with a little bit of a chin tuck, and then I'm just gonna see if I can go back like this, or support with my hands and see if I can extend backwards. Okay?
Now, that shouldn't increase your pain. If it increases your pain or spreads the pain out,
Yep.
then that's
Stop.
not the right thing to do. But if it feels good, or if it maybe even localizes the pain, that's the thing to try.
I've done that many times where it feels like it's one spot, one little spot kind of in the center of the low neck. Then I know I'm doing the right thing, and I'll gently work with it. And if it keeps getting better, I'll work with it. If it doesn't, I go on.
Stop.
Right.
Yep. How about shoulder pain, Brad? How about shoulder pain in the front here? That's
Shoulder
the
pain
rough
right
one.
here,
Yep.
maybe sometimes going down the arm a little
Yeah.
bit. Okay, first thing I'll probably do with that is to stretch out the front of my shoulders. One thing that works for that, if you use a door, can you pan over here, Nancy?
Maybe a little rough.
Earthquake, okay. Doorway here, I can't open this door right now, but I can still do this and stretch here. If it's a real short shoulder, you're probably not gonna go like this. It's gonna be a little lower and stretch gently just to stretch out some tissues here. Again, it should feel good. There should be no sharp pains. If you do, stop it. But, it'd be the
Yeah.
first thing I try and see how it goes.
Come back over to me.
There we go, yeah. Get Bob
Because
in the
often what happens with shoulder, a lot of shoulder problems extend from the fact that your shoulder is too far forward. And what brings your shoulder forward is the chest muscle. So if you stretch it out and get that shoulder muscle back, or the shoulder back, a lot of times you're going to put it in a better place for it to heal. All right, let's take another one. How about just forearm pain? You might get it from typing or tennis or golf. Either side, what are some of the stretches you might do for
If
that?
I'm gonna feel it on this side, I'm gonna do a gentle stretch this
So
way.
if you feel it as I'm holding my hands up like this, you feel it underneath here, that's when you would stretch this way.
Right, yeah, if I felt it on the top, then I would go down like this, and sometimes if you go down and rotate, it helps get a little bit more of a stretch in there.
Yeah, I felt this pain just the other day when I was working on the computer too long, and I stopped and I started doing these stretches, and I went for a little walk then, and I came back and it was gone.
Sure.
But it was really starting to build up. I mean, so that one really did the job. How about back pain, Brad?
Back pain.
First one that you do for back pain.
First thing I do is simply, I'd either stand up and go like this, or better yet, depending on the severity of the pain, lay down on my stomach on a firm mattress or a carpeted floor, and then take a nap. No, I'm just kidding. But here, and if that felt better, and if I started to go up like this and just gently do this, and the pain started to get more into one spot into the center, I'd work that some more.
And again, the same indicator seems to hold true here. When I have people do this, especially just a lay person and we're not doing a lot of other things in trial, they generally say, you know what, that feels good, and it feels right. And if it feels good and feels right, then it's most likely it is the one that you're going to want to do for stretching your back. The one stretch you probably don't want to do is this one. A lot of people want to stretch their back forward.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably what caused your back pain, so we don't really want to add that. All right, let's just take one more, Brad. How about if you got shin splints? What are you going to do for that?
If I got shin splints, this is an interesting one, but we're gonna,
Maybe turn the table this way, like this. Now we're angled like this.
Yeah.
So we're stretching, I'll take this one.
yeah, go ahead.
Um,
Can you get down here, Nancy? Ooh,
There we
look
go.
at that.
It's a good looking black socks there.
Wow.
So you're first gonna stretch just the calf like you normally would, okay? But then you're gonna go ahead and bend the knee.
Right here.
That's the key.
And that's gonna stretch out instead of the gastroc and get down to that soleus muscle. Okay,
And
that's
actually it
the key.
stretches the tibialis anterior.
Oh,
a little
and the
bit, too.
tibialis anterior.
So it's gonna stretch the fascia anyway, or tibialis posterior. So it's gonna stretch that particular muscle real well. And it's often a troublesome muscle that happens with shin splints, so you definitely wanna do this stretch.
You gotta quit running with those shoes though, Bob. That's why you're getting shin splints. You gotta get some running shoes.
That's a good idea. And that's all we have for today.
Again,
for this video.
These stretches are certainly not cure-alls for all of them, but you can certainly
It's a
try
starting
them,
point.
right, and see if they help. If not, you may have to see your therapist. And I don't know. what else?
Peace, love, and Bobby Sherman.